Hey guys, it's your girl Boonie, and you're listening to episode 54 of the Boonie Breakdown podcast. The podcast where we sometimes cry, we always laugh, we might get a bit ratchet, but we're forever going to break it down. This week, I have my homegirls, Chrissy and Shika, on the podcast, and I'm warning you, this podcast is rated R for ratchet. So put your headphones on now if you're listening to this at work. It's totally not safe for work. It's a lot of sex, pussy, dick, etc., etc., etc. being thrown around, so you have been warned. So stay tuned for the conversation with Chrissy and Shika. And in a little bit, I'm going to do Boonie's pick of the week. But before I get there, I just wanted to do a little meditation with you because it's going to tie into my pick of the week. And so I just want you to sit still, plant your feet firmly on the ground where you are. And I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to take a deep breath in. And now exhale. And I want you to take account of the sacred space that your body, your mind, and your breath are in. Breathe in again. Exhale. And notice your breath as you keep breathing. And then I want you to think about your partner or your fantasy partner. And then keep breathing. Breathe in. Exhale out. And just think sexual confidence comes naturally to you. So keep breathing. In. Exhale out through the mouth. My sexual confidence is magnetic. I will perform oral sex with enthusiasm and enjoyment. Keep breathing. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. I will relax and accept the pleasure of receiving oral sex. Inhale in. Exhale out. Each day I become more in touch with my body and its sexual needs. Inhale in. Exhale through your mouth. Now I want you to slowly open your eyes and keep breathing naturally. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. I want you to thank you for taking that moment to do this exercise with Boonie. The ratchet in me honors the ratchet in you. Namaste. I am a fool, but no, for real. I do meditations for all types of energy, and I've been doing this series of meditations on sensuality and sexuality and intimacy, etc., etc. But I just really just made that one up just now. But it ties in to my pick of the week, which is Invasion of Privacy, the new album from Cardi B. I have to say, I am surprised. I did not I don't know what I really expected from it because we didn't know what to go off of. I had listened to some of her mixtapes, but the Cardi's chicken head version, that shit right there is a spiritual hymn, right? That's going to go down. That's the song for me on this album. And in the verse when she's like, pop that pussy like it's going out of style. Pop that pussy while you work. Pop that pussy up at church. Pop the pussy on the pole. Pop the pussy on the stove. Cardi is out here being a little ratchet Dr. Seuss. I fucking love that song. Put your tongue out in the mirror, pop that pussy while you drive, spread them ass cheeks open, make that pussy crack a smile. Look, I don't even know how much I needed that song until Cardi released it on that album. When it started, this is for all my nasty hoes, I knew it was a call to me. It was like I had found my tribe, and I guarantee you when this song is played, all the bitches gonna be on the dance floor, at least all the nasty hoes. So that's my pick of the week. Cardi B's album. Let me know, did you guys like it? What were your expectations? Because I really say I don't know what I expected, but it exceeded whatever those non-expectations were. So real quick, let's get into some housekeeping before we get into the episode. Really quick, you guys loved episode 53 with Ayana Woods. A lot of you purchased the deodorant, which I had been raving about. So I'm happy that you've also supported her business. But some of you just really, really loved her conversation and her thoughts on balance, and how she was saying that, there is no real such thing as balance, and she just has to allocate her time where it's needed the most. And so I got a lot of DMs about the episode. So great. I'm glad it connected with you guys, and keep listening, and thank you guys for sharing it. Also, I was looking at my stats. I've been trying to dive in there more, and I don't know what's popping, but I wanted to give a shout out to all of the listeners in France. Yes, I said France. I don't know what's happening over there, but all of a sudden the Boonie Breakdown has been getting a lot of activity in France. So I knew we was international. We were global around here, but it really just blipped in the last month over in France. So if you are listening from France, I don't know no French. Bonjour. Merci beaucoup. For listening to the Boonie Breakdown over there. Also, it seems like the tip that we did last week for leaving a review in Apple Podcasts worked, because a lot of you did not know about the nickname thing. So if you did not listen to episode 53 and you have been trying desperately to leave a review in Apple Podcasts and you have given up, the fix for that is you don't have your nickname set up in iTunes. So you need to go into iTunes, into your account, set up a nickname, which is the nickname that you will be using to leave a review on anything. So not just shit in Apple Podcasts, but it is, if you do iBooks, iTunes, all that kind of stuff. I think Apple Music as well. So you just go ahead and set that up. And so I got another review from JKWRC17, and she said, "So fun. I love listening to the show because I just never know what I'm going to hear. I always walk away with a new idea or perspective, and it's easy and fun to listen to." So thank you, girl, or boy, I don't know, but thank you, boo, for leaving your review, and I hope to read some more. Also, for my people who listen on SoundCloud, this is important. I am going to keep SoundCloud there as an option to listen. But starting next week, so starting on, I guess I'll just say this week's to make it easy. So starting this week, it will only be the new episodes. You won't be able to listen to the full catalog of the Boonie Breakdown podcast on SoundCloud. I just haven't been getting that many listens there anymore. And so I don't think it's worth the added expense to house the whole catalog there. So you will be able to probably get the latest 2 or 3 episodes on SoundCloud moving forward. So all of my mostly my Droid users who still listen on SoundCloud, you might have to go to Google Play or Stitcher or Spotify or Castbox or Podbean. All of those other options are available to you as well. So you guys know the deal. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook, The Boonie Breakdown. You can follow me on Twitter, Boonie Breakdown. When you're sharing the stories on your Insta Snaps, on Twitter, on Facebook, whatever, use the hashtags The Boonie Breakdown and the hashtag PODIN, PODIN. And that's it for me. So let's get ready to break it down. All right, guys, it's your girl Boonie, and I have my faves, my homies, my girls. Chrissy and Shika are here.
Hey
guys.
Y'all. Hey, y'all.
So what's going on?
Nothing much. Pushing through, the universe and its craziness.
Yes, and I am stressed to the nth degree right now. I'm so ready for April to be over.
Oh my God, we're only 5 days in.
Girl, no, this literally the next 3 weeks for me for this consecutively for work are like nightmares. So after the 17th, I will be rejoicing. That'll be, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just ready for this shit to be done.
Yeah. But other than that, no complaints. It's just crazy April.
Well, that's good. I know I'm like Mercury. I saw that tweet. It was like Mercury is in Gatorade.
Guys, you need to listen to your girls a little more.
Yeah.
And I told you how XD was like Mercury is in Boosie Faye, which I thought was hilarious.
I saw somebody said Mercury is in reggaeton.
Yes. All the way out of sync. Okay.
It's wrong. You're just doing us dirty.
But it is like I was just totally like, one of the things that they were saying about this retrograde season, since it's in Aries or whatever, like you were going to want to reach out to your exes. And I had a slight Boonie 84 ratchet hour moment. And I was just tweeting out just nasty ratchet shit. And I almost wanted to do like that tweet, like, hi at blank. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why would you even think to do that? Like, delete. And then I had a nasty ass it was so vivid and so raunchy, just sexcapade dream with an ex. And I woke up mad as shit, like, damn, that shit wasn't real. And then I immediately text him and jumped down the rabbit hole with that one. So Mercury done got me all fucked up in the game.
Nice. Look at you. Look at you. letting it take you wherever. I've been trying to be a hermit because I've been getting into shit with strangers in the streets, and I'm just like, yo, why is everybody playing with me? So, like, I went to see Big Crit at the Fillmore. I got into a slight tussle. It was ridiculous. I was like, I'm too grown for this. I'm about to stop doing general admission. I'm gonna have to buy me a seat.
Yes.
Because
look, let me tell you, I said that on the episode with Kenny. Like, I can't do this standing up shit. I need a chair.
Yeah, first of all, your legs, your knees, your ankles, your back. Like, I don't have time to wake up like I did a full like hit for 45 minutes after going to a concert. I cannot.
Yeah, but Shika was funny. Oh, sorry, y'all. Two things real quick. One, when y'all said Boosie in retrograde, did you guys see his knockoff of the Reebok classics that he's branded as his sneakers?
Absolutely
no.
Oh my God. So Boosie is releasing a sneaker line. They look like 5411s, not 5411s, but they look like the classic Reeboks, but just in primary ass colors. Like, if he gets away with that, I'm gonna laugh. But then two, I almost got into a fight at the Fillmore too. It was when Tamar did a show. And these girls was pushing and crowding for us to go nowhere, and my fucking level was on 0. I'm like, not today. So I was so glad to see that they started doing the advanced purchase of the seats and the tables, because that's the only way I'll ever go see a show there again.
That's what I need to do.
Oh, that's what I'll do from now on too, because I saw Jasmine Sullivan there.
Yeah.
And Jesus.
Yeah. So the way they do it is yeah, you can do it now. I'll never do this, but you can do a membership to the Fillmore, and then they get first access. But whatever's left over after that is on a first come, first served basis. But the seats at tables have to be bought in twos, which is still worth it.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Because I asked one of the workers, and I think they said it's like, if you go the day of, it's like $30 extra. I don't know. I can't remember. It was a long ass night.
So, yeah. We all grown and shit.
Yeah, that's the done.
Our kneecaps done got seasoned.
You know what's crazy to do? Because it was like 2 girls and a guy, and the guy, I recognized his face from motherfucking Match.com. And like, what are you doing? They were so rude. They like stood in front of me and stopped. I thought they were passing. They had said, excuse me to my friends and excuse me to me. And then they stopped in front of me, and he was like a smooth 6'3". And I was like, my nigga, are you serious? I'm 4'11". Like, do you want to do this? And I let him do it, but they would just get on my nerves all fucking night. And then it escalated when they moved away. And I was like, okay, what's up? Because the girl, all of a sudden, she was very, they wouldn't even look at me. They like let him be disrespectful, whatever. He had spilled some of his drink on me. It was too much. And when they wanted to walk away, he just kind of looked down on me and didn't say anything. So I'm looking up at him and I said, use your words, my nigga. Like, what's up? You want to get back? You can go any way you want. And she just jumped back, was like, is there a problem? And I said, oh, yeah, there is, bitch. Y'all been getting on my nerves all fucking night. And she touched me.
Oh my
I
God.
blacked. Yeah, I blacked. I like pushed her, and then my hand got caught in her weave. I ended up snatching her back, chugged my beer in her face. It was a lot. And I was like, y'all in the middle of Crip performing. And like, I've never been in a fight in my life. I'm really not. I don't be out here trying to bother nobody, but people like to bother me. So I had time that day.
Girl.
That's crazy. Wow.
Of course, my friends, they wouldn't allow me to like fight.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I hope somebody had some bail money.
Oh yeah, no, I'm kind of small. I get snatched up quick and like moved to the side and out the way. So, it didn't escalate too far, but I definitely got her ass. I was like, don't come over here with this. Don't touch me. I ain't touch you. So, and then I came home and like saged myself in my house.
Well, that's good. I just totally went on also a crystal buying binge, and I'm so mad because I don't even know if it was today. I don't know. I'm kind of like Chrissy, like work has been a little crazy, and so I think she's having a flash sale. The girl I buy from, I think everything's 15% off today.
Who do you buy from? Is it Energy Muse or Chakra?
This one was Chakra Zulu.
I need to do that because I was looking at her travel set. Energy Muse also has a travel set. Since I'm traveling alone for the first time, I was like, "Oh, let me get me
nice. Get your little crystals."
selenite is in there. I have a small one, but I will do a bigger one. So I think I'm gonna do that.
A selenite wand.
Yes,
I can also use as a charging plate, but to also wand my body.
Yes. I researched it. Yeah, so that's what I want too. That's so funny. Because my Pinterest, I've been going down this rabbit hole on Pinterest.
Yeah, and then that's all they're gonna show you on Pinterest.
Yeah, now,
but look, I'm gonna stop us because you and I can go a gazillion hours on crystals. So, and that's not what we want to talk about because you know what? I kind of want to get ratchet as fuck. This episode because I kind of feel like I have been doing like real respectable podcasts recently.
We've been grown, and
we've been trying to get these student loans right.
Managing your life with marriage and working. Yeah, it's been very helpful.
We've been really on the up and up, and now this is gonna be rated R for ratchet, and
explicit sign on it.
Yeah, get your headphones, motherfuckers. All right. So I was on Instagram the other day, and first of all, let me just say I have totally converted to InstaSnap because Rihanna said stop fucking with Snapchat, and I literally have not put anything on there since the bitch said it. And so I've been digging more like on my personal Instagram into the stories because before I would just look at the same people's stories.
Yeah.
And so I go on somebody's who I'm never on. Well, not never on, but I just don't see her because if you follow 900 people, you don't see it. And she had posted, would you be perturbed if your bae posted on social media before they said good morning to you? And before I took the poll, I typed, like, is this real?
Right.
Like, is this a for real question? Like,
I saw that too. I just didn't respond because I'm like, are we 12?
Yeah. And so I was shocked. I did the poll because I wanted to see the results. And 33% of the people who took the poll said that they would be upset if their significant other posted on social media before they said hello to them.
Good and bad.
Yeah,
I was just floored at how childish that was.
Yeah, like I really don't care.
Like literally, I think I literally grabbed my phone before I opened my eyes.
Yeah, most people do. Most people do. It's just like, it's one of those things. Like I don't care that much.
Yeah, I just had to make sure I wasn't crazy on that before we got into the ratchet because I'm glad you also saw it, Chrissy, because
yeah, I'm just like, I don't need every moment in a relationship to be on me, but I'm also a Virgo with a space clause. Like as long as you reach out to me and let me know that you're thinking about me through the day, I'm too busy for all that back and forth shit. Like you're grown. Look at your page, but as long as you say something to me, if you've been on social media all damn day, and I don't get a hey, boo, or something, then it's a problem. But I don't have to be the very first thing you signal in the daytime. I'm going to check my email, my social media, and I'm going to talk to God before I text you. The end.
Right. Like, I wake up before everybody. So
everybody.
I'm not talking to nobody, but am I scrolling through Instagram? Right. Yeah. So like what? Like I'm all right. I'm probably not. I try not to text people when I get up because what the fuck? Y'all sleep.
Me too. I try not to text people until my phone comes off of do not disturb because I don't want you motherfuckers texting me at that hour either. Unless it's somebody I really fuck with. I know one time somebody had the fucking nerve to call me at 6:04 a.m. and it wasn't no emergency.
I know that's
right.
And I didn't even answer. Like I looked at my phone disgusted. Like,
what do you want?
Who even thinks that's appropriate to call someone? Now, if you were calling to bring me some dick, that's a different story.
Right. You can honestly text me.
It was a slow day, and you're like, "Hey, I'm coming over." That's a different story.
Mm-hmm. And I used to like wake you up, and I would only call you if like I felt like you might have been oversleeping.
You were. I totally forgot you were my alarm clock.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Oh, that's so funny. She'd be like, "Wake that ass up, bitch!"
Yeah,
miss the train.
I used to like wake that ass up, make it snap, like little ratchet lyrics, trying to get her motivated for the morning.
And I appreciate you.
Good times, good times.
So, are you guys more into like morning sex or like evening sex, like before I go to bed?
I like both.
Yeah. I mean,
if I had to choose,
I would choose morning sex.
I think I would choose morning sex.
Yeah, that's better than coffee.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Also, I would choose it's weird sometimes, like, because then you gotta wipe. Like, you don't want to be slipping and sliding while you're trying to sleep, because then it's hard to sleep. Because then I feel like that just arouses you more. So then it's like, all right, so now I want to do it again, and I'm never going to go to sleep. So, no, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I have, of course, everybody does it at night, and then you just fall asleep. But at the same time, it's just you gotta wipe it off. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. But no, I do prefer morning sex, and my favorite is Sunday morning sex. Like, I don't know. It's just something about that Sunday morning. Like, even if you ain't do nothing Saturday night, and then you just roll over, and he roll up in your guts, like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Like
that's better than going to church to me.
Sunday morning. They knew that those white boys knew what they were talking about. Yeah, no, I love like a rollover from the side. You know what I mean? Morning session.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You don't really talk. There's nothing really to say. Just
there's a nice little urgency to it.
Yeah.
Do you care about their breath? Like, I think I've never once thought, like, while somebody was fucking me in the morning, like, damn, his breath stink. Like, I can't even remember
I don't even
what
think
breath smells like.
Yeah, it's nothing that's, like, hit me in the face, and I'm like, ooh, like, I can't even.
Yeah, like, I don't understand.
And I don't think
that's never once stopped me.
Now, I most likely wake up before them, so I probably had already brushed my teeth and shit, so whatever. Because I be up.
You still wake up even on the weekends, dumb early?
Oh my God, I cannot sleep in no more. I cannot. The latest I'll sleep in is like 7. I'll get in the house at 2:00 in the morning and wake up at 7. Like, it's time to go. I don't know. It's ridiculous.
I don't know. What time you get up, Chrissy?
These days, now that I actually have to report to somebody's office and be there at a decent time, I wake up, it depends, around 6 o'clock, 6:20. But I'm one of those people that have like 10-minute increment alarms for like 30 minutes. So,
girl, me too. I did that the other morning, like totally overslept by like 40 minutes because I kept hitting snooze. But in my mind, I was hitting snooze, but I hit off.
Oh, girl.
But I have like 3 of them up, so I must have hit off on every single one, and I rolled over like, what the fuck? So yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah, and I pop up. Like when my alarm goes up, I be like, okay, and I just get up and get to moving. I rarely snooze. I almost snoozed the other day, and I remember I put my head back down. I said, "Oh, girl, get up," because you feel when your body gets heavy, like it comes over you. I almost almost did make it. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying. So what was it? Maybe 2 years ago now, when I was serious about life and getting my fitness and stuff together, I was waking up at 4:45 3 times a week to go work out. So I'm like, the place where I'm going now is closer, but it is a struggle to get up and be out of the house by 5 o'clock in the morning. So y'all keep me lifted. I'm trying to reclaim some semblance of a waist sometime near summer.
But girl, you were right. Let me tell you, I've been like, bitch, get it together because you about to start fucking again on a regular basis.
That is a workout in itself.
And you like to be limber and you like to put your leg here and do
get your life together.
Now that's funny. That's what motivates me. Not like, oh, bitch, that roll is poking out that dress. Nope. The dick is my motivation.
I told you I had got back. I survived the winter. I got really regular. Like I was checking my workouts on like the activity app on a like iPhone, and I got really regular with my workouts during the winter. And I think it's partly because I haven't been having sex and I have to do something.
Let that frustration out somewhere.
Yeah, and I was like, and when I do have sex, I'm about to be like riding dick all the time. So let me.
Okay, you actually like to ride a dick?
Okay, so the last guy like I dealt with seriously, and like we were like having sex for like 6 months pretty regularly. I was sick all the time. It was amazing to me. Like, but I think I have to have a certain comfort. Like I have to like really like you. Like I'll do it, but I don't know what it was. But that kind of got me back in the groove of it because I wasn't doing it like that. But I told you on Twitter, like when I lost my virginity, my first was like, "Can you get on top?" And I was like, I mean, I guess I've never done this. And
you lost your virginity riding a dick?
Not. Okay, so it was.
Shika, I was about to give you a crown.
So we like had sex once. And he wanted to do it again after a little bit. And, like we started and then he asked me that second time. It was all in the same night. But he asked me to get on top. And I was like, I mean, you realize, like, I ain't never done this before. So, I mean, I'll try. But I think I'm one of those people that, like, I'll try something. Like, I'll be like, all right, I mean, I'll see, whatever. And like I trusted him, so I just did it. I did it. So I used to ride him a lot, and then you kind of go into lulls of riding. I feel like you don't be really feeling like doing it. But yeah, that's why I've been in the gym. Like, and that like for me to go to the gym, I get up at 3:30 to go to the gym. That shit's ridiculous. I can't even believe I do it. Because I wake up at 4 when I go in the office. I only go in the gym when I telework, so I try to be back home by like 5:15 because I normally start work at 5:30. But yeah, I'll go. I had a gym boyfriend. He's still there. Hey, boo.
No, but I'm just, you really rode dick like your second time on a penis.
Yeah.
I feel like she should get a trophy.
It's wild. It's wild. And after some time passed, I was like, dog, like why would you even ask?
I would say yeah, like that's what kind of shit. I mean,
granted, we were 18, but I was just like that's just really like you were that confident and like
nah, buddy.
Just really needed your dick roll. Like, what's up?
I remember the first time I rode a dick though. I remember that. And I think it gave me an appreciation for guys who have to lift my ass, like, or hold my cheeks. Because I was like, this shit is heavy lifting up and down.
Yeah, just holding your body up.
Yeah, like, I was like, this is a lot I commend. But I do enjoy it, but it's never going to be my first pick.
It's definitely not my first pick, but if I, especially because like there's certain dicks you like to ride. I feel like there's rideable dicks. Like the guy I was last, like truly like having sex with, like it was it wasn't like super big, but it was like, it was a perfect fit and I could like have my way with it. Like I was getting my whole life all the time. So
the riding a too big dick, that is.
Wait, I missed that. I'm sorry, what you say?
I said riding a big dick.
Girl, you be wanting to just be standing straight up, like, golly, bro. Like, because then they be trying to pull you all the way down, and that's deep.
Like, are you trying to break my vagina? Like, what?
let me get on the tip, bro. Like, don't try to shatter me.
No, certain dick motivates you to get on top. Like, it's not it's not my favorite position, but if we have good sexual chemistry and he has the right equipment, then I have absolutely no problem.
But I would wholeheartedly agree with that.
When I am on top, it is my show, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't want you to be like trying to tell me like, let me get this off. Like, I got you, I got me. You know, but let me do this because I'm not really. I don't know. I feel like I've been, you know, lucky. Like, I'm not afraid to tell someone like, I don't really like that. Like, kind of switch it up, or I'll just move. Like, if you're doing some shit I don't like, I'll just switch it up for you. Like, I don't have time. But yeah, when I get on top, I just want to be able to like do what feels good to me. I don't want you to rush me through it, you know. And I felt that way about sucking dick too a little bit. Like, I like to build up to like the hardcore dick sucking. Like, I like to do what I want to do.
And see that I would much prefer, and I much rather do, like suck your dick and it's my show. I like the control of that way more than being on top.
For me,
I love the control of that. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was about to say I like them both. Like, I like to be in control of both of those.
No, it's something about having literally a man by the balls that I like. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's the visual.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because it's still the same thing for me. Either of them is about the reaction. Knowing that what I'm doing to you is causing this reaction, that sound, that look on your face. That's
no, I was like, when you said that, like, you were like, that sound, that reaction, like, it sparked in me, like, what, like, like, what are the affirmations you need to hear from the person you're fucking to make you feel good about your sex game in that moment?
A good curse or two.
Like, for me, like, because I literally was like, if I am doing something to and with, and I don't hear at least, shit. Like, if I don't hear that, then I feel like I'm failing.
That, or feeling, you know, like, if I don't feel gripping when I'm riding you, like, if I don't have scratch marks on my thighs and on my ass when I'm done, you know, and that's the shit, like, you feel the next couple of days, like, where the fuck? Listen, but my thing is, you know, I don't like silent men. I want to, you know, and I've had some that try to be hard and like act like, oh, I ain't gonna get no reaction, or you gotta do a lot of work to get a reaction out of me. Like, nigga, we all in this for enjoying it. So please cut the show. But if you want to play that game, I'm going to work until I get the out of you. Like, I will
break
you. Exactly.
Oh yeah,
I will break you.
That's really boring.
I hate that stupid conversation that keeps coming up on Twitter where it's like, it's gay or whatever for men to moan during sex. Like, that is bull.
No, you're in this for enjoyment. Obviously, what we are doing together. If you are in a sex act with a woman, then it is not gay.
I was about to say, and I'm a woman, so relax. It's not gay.
My thing is, I don't have no interest in your ass. Like, so you good.
I don't want to be in there.
That okay. So we all agreed that a positive affirmation for us from their partner during sex is a cuss word. So fuck.
A cuss word.
Yeah. A little shit. I like
a little moan, or like a little.
Yeah. I do like the gripping. Yes. I do like the gripping because I remember I had cuts like in my fucking, like, right up like your hip. Well, no, like lower back, like that little part above your butt. And I was like, the next day I was like, what the fuck happened to me? And I was like, oh.
Also for me, I think, which is why I'm also excited to grow my hair back out, is a good like handful jerk of my head. Like, oh shit, nigga.
I like a little hair pulling.
We're gonna talk about all the sex that I'm not gonna be able to have after this. Very much hair.
Let me tell y'all bitches that I already said it in my solo episode like 2 episodes ago. That's hot. That clock is ticking.
You ready? So
hopefully by the time this airs, the alarm went off.
Keep us posted. But in that too, like, so y'all know I'm big on this like alpha male thing. Like, there's something about that kind of guttural groan, like that kind of animal. Listen, in the last.
But don't growl, maybe. Somebody growled with me before.
Yeah, I think that's like, what it is. That's what I'm trying to... Like, it was I can still hear that shit in my mind to this day. And it was January 3rd. And that shit still sticks to my mind. And I'm just like, you know, the whole image, his face, and biting his lip, pulling me closer in that moan. Like, listen.
Oh, lip bite. A lip bite.
A lip bite. Nice.
So the dream that I mentioned earlier in the episode, that nigga right there, shit, he would do the lip bite, and he had locks, and he would like, it sound mad gay what I'm about to say. Or not gay. I'm trying to stop saying that. Mad feminine. He like would like tousle them locks over and like bite his lip, and I'd be like, nigga, let's go.
I knew you were gonna say that. You know what I like too, and this may sound weird, but you ever like, all right, like maybe having sex or like giving head or something, and you open your eyes and you look at them, and they almost look like they hate you a little bit, like they almost look disgusted, like, but their eyes are closed. Like I've watched, and I'm like, yo, really? And I'm looking like, is it that good? Like, I want to know. I need to know.
I'm laughing because I know the exact look.
Oh my God, they look like they want to fucking, like, might choke you out for real. Like, what are you even doing? Like, they look like they like it so much that they're mad that it feels that good. Like, fuck you for real.
And for me too, it's also most people don't call me Adrian, so they usually say Boone. And when they say that also, I don't think Boonie would, but if they say the official government last name, yeah,
I feel like, I guess guys have said my name, but I don't really like that.
Shika.
Like, don't say my name. Or they'll get to chic. They may not get to the sometimes. Yeah. It may be like a gasp or something. I don't know. It's been a while. I'm ready to like take a soul. Like, I'm ready.
Yeah, I've done that on occasion as well. And I'm looking forward to doing it again soon.
Yeah, I would like to. I'm just,
But
we willing it into the universe for everybody.
Well, listen, mine is a complicated thing. And I don't know if we're going to delve into this topic later on. But you ever been in a situation where you fucked up? But like, all of my exes have got on me about having a quick tongue. I can't help it. I'm a Virgo. We sharp with it. Our tongues are razors. It's just kind of what it is. So oftentimes I'll say something first because I'll speak before I'm fully, finished with my thought or getting something out. I just say it. I'm not super emotional about things, but I got to speak my mind. So you have to learn to tell your words sometimes for men's egos and for other reasons. But this guy who things are going so amazing with, like, I was really excited about him. Haven't been this excited about a man in a very long time. Stimulated me in very many ways, sexually, intelligently. He was like weird in a way that was really intriguing. Like, just everything was great. We had a minor miscommunication, and he started acting like real childish about it. And so I said something to the effect of like, you're displaying fuckboy tendencies. And if this is what the case is, like, just be transparent with me, because that's what I don't have time for. And all my friends were like, he didn't read fuckboy tendencies. He read, you called him a fuckboy. And I'm just like, but still, even if that's the case, we can communicate about it. Anyway, long story short, we've had a series of miscommunications, and I fucked it up. But I'm not used to being the person that fucks up and can't fix it. And in this circumstance, I can't fix it.
And why is that? Is he's not receptive?
And so he's been doing some petty shit showing me that he's still trying to like get my attention. And my thing is, I can only give you my attention on something for so long. Is either we're gonna talk about it and resolve it, or we're gonna agree to disagree, or we're gonna move on. But if you like prolong things for a certain amount of time, I get indifferent as fuck, because I'm like, okay, I tried. As long as I tried and I was accountable and I, took, and I apologized or whatever, then there's nothing else to it for me. If you want to drag things out for a month, then you in it by yourself. So he's still doing things now, like petty subliminal things to get my attention, but I'm off that because I volunteered for us to sit down and have a conversation face to face. But the thing that is eating me up inside, and I'm like, my pride got to battle my pussy, because Listen, I am still having 3 months later these visceral remembrances of everything that happened between us. Like if I lay in a certain spot in my bed and I open my eyes, I'm remembering what happened there, and I'm like, "Fuck!" Like,
I've done that before. Yes,
she said the pussy got to get over my pride.
I said my pussy is battling with my pride because right now I'm like, I've already done the grown up thing. Like I took accountability. I tried to apologize. I said, "Can we talk about this?" You know, it's a small miscommunication. He on some other shit. He responded most recently like, I overthought the situation and then overreacted. That's cool, but that's still not what I said. Like, I hate him. Like, I'm so mad at him. But if he called me tomorrow and was like, "Listen, let's do this," I'd be like, "Okay." So again, my pussy and my pride are battling because I should, in my mind and everything, I'm like, it's done. It's a wrap. Leave this nigga alone. But my body is like, "But bitch, remember." So pray for me.
I will definitely keep you in prayer. And what I am hoping for, because this could be the first, not could be, but it will be the first sexual escapade with this person, is that I have been burned before by the ones who work out and all that shit. And I could have had a fucking V8. So I'm trying not to put those transgressions onto him. But let me tell you, so I did that shit. Shika had told me to do the shit about doing the sex questionnaire shit, right? Yeah. And so I've been doing this like, because just with our schedules, I knew we wouldn't see each other in this time frame. So I'm like, this is the perfect time to do it. So I got like a little thirst trap picture, and it wasn't even a penis pic, which I appreciate.
I mean, nice. You can be creative.
I was like,
because niggas be
and I was like, nigga, like I knew probably on this, I think it was the third date that I'm like,
the third date about right around then.
So that was like 3 months ago, right? but we had look, I've been on this 2018 New Year, new shit thing, right? And so I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna lead with sex. I'm gonna try to suppress the ratchet. You know, that was hard for me. Like I wasn't even making like ratchet jokes. Like I couldn't do it because I was like, I don't want to do that yet. That's me. Yeah. Right. So, but we are there now. So it's cool. But like, I'm glad I did, because he had a little fuckboy tendency fuck up too. And it kind of snowballed. And I was like, you know what? I'm so glad I didn't fuck that nigga. Like, it felt good. Like, because it was going to be the make or break, where I was at the point, old me, like 2017 me, would have been like, fuck this nigga. And he would have never heard from me again. That would have been it. Snip, snip,
that's where you did it the right way, because you guys have understanding. You've established a form of communication between the two of you guys. And so the fact that the interest is still there, but the sexual chemistry is still there.
Oh, yeah, I had to cuss his
but
ass
no, but it's
out,
fine, because I wish I would have had the misunderstanding with Mr. Amazing Dick beforehand, too. I wouldn't be sitting over here still thinking about it when he don't deserve it. So listen.
Which is why I'm dickless, because as I've been telling Adrian, like, let me tell y'all how I met this guy off Match who looks like Mr. Marcus.
He does, though. Like,
girl, I would do
no lie.
Mr. Marcus is still the OG favorite.
Yeah, no, it's uncanny. It's really ridiculous. And I was like, ooh.
And side note, if you're wholesome and you're listening and you don't know who Mr. Marcus is, he's just like an OG in the porn game. Okay, go ahead.
He's retired now, I believe, but yeah. So, you know, we were kicking it and like talking, but like he's on this like not trying to take me on a date. And I'm like, nigga, are you like, who scorned you? And it's funny because here's my thing. Again, I too am very much like, what the fuck? I don't need this. I'm done. So he like coaches baseball, so he invited me to come, and I was like, oh well, I'll do that. It was like 10 minutes from my house. I was like, all right, I'll slide through, whatever. We chit chatted, it was cool, and then I'm like, because here's my thing. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll try to meet you where you're at and then see how you respond as far as a compromise. And I was like, my nigga, you will never see me again because you
exactly
are refusing. And like, he's extremely sexual. And I'm just like,
you sure it's not Mr. Marcus?
Girl, I don't know. I mean, the teeth are different, I think. Like, in his smile is something different. I don't know if Mr. Marcus has dimples, really, but he does.
Like, who's looking at his face?
I know from recollection.
And like, we video chat, so we like see each other. He's like taking a shower and all types of like ridiculousness while on video chat. So like, I've seen his whole entire naked body, and I'm just like, bro, like, I feel like you think
we still not hopping up on it?
No, because I feel like he think he can digmatize me and like
he's probably
his way. Yeah, and I was just like, but like, don't do that to me if I'm not emotionally connected. Like, I can fuck the shit out of you, bro, and not feel a thing. It's cool, but I'm trying not to do that because that was like my 20s. I was having like, sex when I wanted to. And like I said, I just hit the year mark, which I'm not like trying to go 2 years. I'm not trying to go further. Like, I would like to fuck, of course, but I'm not about to give you no pussy because you want it too much and you're not even trying to take me on a date. Like, he invited me to go to his baseball game because he also plays. And I was like, nigga, I'm not about to just be doing everything you want me to do. Like, this is signs to me that you don't understand compromise and you're stubborn as fuck. So no.
But the thing is, you're probably challenging him again in a way that he hasn't been.
I read him.
So he'll do the work.
Child, I read that so bad on Monday. And if it ain't with me, it's for the next bitch. And that's fine too, because I don't mind healing y'all niggas, but as long as it doesn't affect me emotionally. Like, it ain't 6 months and you done ruined my life a little bit. But like, I'll heal y'all. Because I told that ass on Monday, he said something crazy like, I'm starting to think you don't like me that much. I said, really, nigga? I'm starting to think you don't want me to like you. And I just went like, who? And Chrissy, so I feel you with the tongue. I've been told, like, when I got my birth shot reader, she did us. It's like, sometimes you have to, when you express yourself, it's aggressive.
Yeah.
Especially for men. Like, it's aggressive. And I'm working on that, but like, don't fucking play with me though. Because especially when I try to be nice. Because at first I'm nice. Like, I'm like a reverse Sour Patch. Like, I'm sweet as shit. Until you push me, and then you're going to get it, and you're not going to like it. He couldn't even look me in the face. We were on video chat. I could tell he was receiving it, but like, he would not look me in the eye, and I was like, because now you're scared. So whatever. Yeah, I don't. No, fucking all. Fuck that. Because if he would have done right, like,
look at you getting all riled up now. Look at you.
But she likes him. That's why, because he wouldn't be able to rile her up that much.
Right? I told you. I told you I was definitely feeling him, but like, he's turned me off to the point like I don't reach out no more. And it's like, because if he would have done right and we would have did this the way that was progressive.
Smash your cakes for the
we would be fucking. Look, we would have been fucking. We would have been fucking by now.
Right?
Like, we would have been fucking by now, bro. But you messed it up, so
now nothing.
Yeah,
but no, that's the thing. Like,
he'll be back. I mean, like, we'll stop talking for a couple of days, and then he'll like hit me up like I ain't just get him in his feelings, and repeat.
Well, no, I think I don't know why men have to push you there, because the same thing. I just think they are able to play the numbers game, and so they don't have to act right 100% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was my issue with that was my issue. So I had to be like, look, you go do that fuck shit and dumb shit with somebody else, because nah. And I'm like, you were literally like 4 hours from never hearing from me ever again in your life.
and that's how it be.
And ever since then, we're back on the same fucking page.
Yeah,
but it's like, why did it take all that? Because I would have been draining your balls a month ago.
That's what I'm saying. And this was just Monday, so we'll see. But I know I'm getting to the point of getting tired. And with anybody, once I'm tired, like once you're physically exhausting me, then I don't care no more. And it's, that's just something I haven't shook. Like, that's been me for a long time. I don't get tired easily. That's the shit. Like I can endure some shit. But once I get tired, it's like, oh, you don't want me tired, bro. Because if I'm tired, I'm out of here, and it's going to be hard. And it's like, I would like, I told y'all a year, girl. I ain't never been this long without sex. I don't know what this is about. I'm not with it. This is not no spiritual shit journey for me. Like, fuck that.
Shika, dick cometh.
It is coming. Look, my subscription on Match is over this month. I feel like as soon as that shit is over, somebody's going to bless me. It's going to be like somebody decent. It's going to be like, oh, you didn't need Match anyway, because it has been nothing but like.
Well, have you tried Tinder just to get fucked? Because this is guy, listen, like y'all.
Last year, I did so swipe. Remember when me and Chrissy was fucking with the same nigga years apart?
Yeah.
Who turned out to be horrible? Like, no, I had to get the fuck out of there.
So it's funny because
I had sex with somebody from Soul Swipe.
So y'all know it was somebody, like I commute every day on the train, and it's this guy on the train. I kid y'all not. Literally, as the train is pulling into DC, like he opens Tinder every fucking morning and swipes his little heart out
until he get in the mile radius.
Yes. Right. He's like, I need DC. I need somebody in DC.
Like he literally, like, I noticed when he gets on, like in Baltimore, he'll swipe. Like maybe that's the afterward pussy. And then when he gets to DC,
lunch break date, pussy.
Get a lunch break.
Lunch break, we go to happy hour, fuck around, and end up somewhere. Yeah.
But I literally noticed, like one day I was like, yo, because the way he like starts turning, and one day he sat next to me, and I was like, oh, this nigga on Tinder. And so then I started, because you on the commuter train, you make friends, you sit in the same spot all the time. And so I started looking over when they be like, next stop, Union Station. And I look over and I'm like, this fool does this shit every morning.
That's insane.
So people really are out here on these apps for the pussy and the penis.
And on the train. Told you about my train boyfriend who I had to break up with because he was crazy too. That's crazy out here. It's not like they not coming. They just coming at me real crazy. And, I talked to Adrian about it. And I was like, maybe I got some more work to do. So I'm working on that because I can't, I don't want to hold on to my pussy no more. I don't.
So like, what if you run into the train boo and you're just like, you know what?
He's
Let
married.
me just... I was gonna say, okay, he's not married.
He swears he's separated, but he ain't.
Separated is married still, so you gotta.
Yeah, that.
Now you know who I would for sure. No, hell no. I have him get on another card because he's intimidated too. Jimbo, like Jimbei. If Jimbei came at me on some like, hey, what's up, hello? I'd probably be like, yeah, because I feel like this has been going on for years. I've been in my house 3 years in July. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't even waste time.
Damn. So, since we're speaking of men and their fuck ups, one of the things I had this conversation this week with somebody else, and it was a guy and it was another girl in the conversation, and they just did not. Well, he did not believe me when I said this statement until the other girl in the conversation backed me up. And I was saying, we were talking about quickies, and he was saying, like, in a quickie, he only got 12 strong pumps and that's it. But
what?
I was like, 12? Yeah.
Well, nigga, that's a good 30 seconds.
I was going to say, how long is that? Is that even a minute?
That wasn't even a comment. But so then I was like, oh God. And he was like, well, that's not like regular sex, whatever. And I was like, if you say so. And he was like, but I mean, even then, like if I get off first or whatever, I can't remember the full thing. But the statement he was like, but I mean, I already did foreplay and ate you out. And I was like, well, that don't make a fucking difference because most men can't eat pussy no way.
I'm going to contradict that statement because...
Really? Because I literally think I've had better experiences with men who can do sexual intercourse versus oral sex.
Yeah, and I was kind of, because I knew that, or maybe I felt that way, that I would have sex and you didn't have to eat me out like all the time, because I don't need y'all wasting my time because I'm going to be wet. Like, it's okay.
Well, see,
like,
even though...
But I like it. But when I do get it, I will say it's probably 80% good. I haven't had like trash head in
I haven't had bad head since college.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I need to switch a them because
you need to borrow my GD meter, because the one thing I can find is good dick and bubble gum now. If he got anything else going for him.
I have been lucky.
Good.
No, but the bubble gum is the other part. That's all they got the office, the head and the dick.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't. I have been fairly blessed to have, I've only had maybe like 2 bad sexual experiences in my life. And the one where the guy just couldn't, like we didn't get to sex because he wasn't tall enough to ride this ride, but his head was so good, like I had to tell the nigga to get away from me. Like,
well, that's fun. Like, I feel like if you can't keep it up, you can't stay hard, then you gotta learn how to eat pussy.
Well, yeah.
Like,
you gotta
do something. He didn't have the dick to compensate, so he had to,
Yeah, no, I can think of maybe like,
but he didn't get to have
not the opposite. Maybe my standards are too high, but I can only really think of like 2 or 3 guys that were like, whoo. Like,
well, what makes it a good
experience?
Like, if for me, you have to make me come if you're gonna give me head before you even get to penetrate, because unless it's a different type of session. So what makes it good for you? Like, is it that you have to have an orgasm? Is it just you have to be so aroused from it?
Like, I feel like some of them, like, I can't even. It's like, what are you doing down there? Like, even with instruction, that's not that strong. So, like, it was one person I was with for like 2.5 years, and that stroke game, God Almighty, right? But the mouth game, even with teaching, it just didn't do nothing for me. And I don't know if it was because the stroke game was so good that I just wanted to get there. That I was just like, fuck that. You don't got to do this no more.
Because I will say, I think a lot of times guys do go into eating pussy the way they want to. You know what I mean? And all pussy doesn't like to be eaten the same way.
No, it's not. Each person is a different,
like I don't need you. Like I like to be teased, so like you can like barely touch my pussy and I might come. Like, so I like to be teased. You don't have to like go hardcore on like and growl all up in my pussy. Like but I like to.
But what I think
that. But yeah, I hear a lot. Like, I don't think you're alone. Like, I hear a lot of women say that, their pussy eating experiences has been,
Yeah, because the other person who was in the conversation said the same thing. She was like, yeah, until recently, like, I was thinking we could skip foreplay. Like, I don't even need to do that. Like you said, I'm wet, let's just fuck. And so, I don't know. I was trying to gauge, like, I mean, I've had a few where I'm like, shit. I had one all-around star. Like, he was just good all around. But the most is just the stroke game. And I feel like so many guys practice that stroke game.
Yeah.
And they just get pussy eating tips from porn. And those bitches are paid to yell and scream.
From porn. Guys, I know we probably have said this on a couple of episodes, but men, please, porn is not real life. I think that sex it connects in the mind first. Like, you have to excite me there first. Or there have been some cases where my body has just reacted to a person and it's like, like you got my pheromones working, but still sex is a session to me. Like, quickies come into play when it's somebody you've had an established relationship with and you know each other and you know what it takes to get the job done real quick. But in the beginning stages, it's sessions. And for me, again, that's enthusiasm for both of us. Like, I do what I do, not because you want it, but because I like to do it. So I want someone to give me that same energy. Like, if you're going to come down here and you're going to give me a half-ass head game, then just skip it. But I haven't had that experience. I had one guy in college that was fine as fuck. And I could tell, like, he was like super good boy, and I wasn't that experienced either, but I was experienced enough. But I definitely was more experienced than him. And so it was more of a me teaching him. And I did it because he was so fine and we genuinely enjoyed each other's company. But the sex was horrible. Like, and that was the one time, other than an experience in my adult life. But yeah, I haven't had too many bad experiences.
Well, that's blessings unto
you.
Now,
if I could just get one consistently. Now, like, I can't believe I'm in a situation where I'm the fuck up. I fucked it up. But more than one way, y'all. Like, this is really bothering me. And again, it's a pride.
It's wearing on your
soul.
Yeah.
It is a pride thing.
It is your pride, girl.
Listen, but doing dumb shit too. Like, how did I just do that? So yeah, I feel like a man right now.
Yeah, but no, I don't know. It's, like I said, it's been a while, but I've had good experiences. But yeah, sometimes they just, and I just feel like a lot of times guys do too much with pussy eating. Like, you just don't have to do that much. But I'll move your face. I'll like hold your head back. I'll be like, no, like, and well, I don't know if that's TMI. I was going to share something, but I don't know if y'all need to know all my business.
Look, tell us when recording stops.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just tell them to lean in. It's a secret.
Can I? So
that's on you, girl.
The secret is, like, I'm sensitive down there because of jewelry. So, like, I don't need you doing so much. Like, stop it.
Oh yeah.
Because then, when you get too wet, you don't really feel nothing. Like, everything feels wet.
Yes.
Everything feels wet. At that point, you need to apply pressure because everything's just wet and you're sliding, I'm sliding, we're going to fall off the bed. Like, stop. Nope to niggas. When it gets really wet, like, we going to need a little bit of force behind it because
put your back into it. No.
You notice that's when we be yanking y'all in. Like, get in there.
Lock your legs.
Yeah. Don't even pull out no more. Like,
stay right there.
All the way. All deep.
Oh my God, that's so funny to me. I don't know why I'm laughing.
It made me think of Pinky, yo. Remember old school Pinky?
Oh God. She had the greatest rise and fall.
Oof.
Oh, did she?
She's still out there.
Yeah, but her stuff now is just like the videos that she's producing and
yeah,
she did have a good rise and fall. You know what other porn star kind of really just ruined herself to me? Cherokee the ass.
I was never a fan of hers. It was
really.
Her body was nice, but I think I didn't like her
style
reaction to sex. Yeah, like her,
that's fair enough.
Yelling and shit. I don't like that. Shut up.
I liked how her ass rippled, but that's also like Jada Fire. Like,
Jada Fire
shut the fuck
white
up.
people porn. I'm sorry. I categorized her a long time ago. She never was a.
Well, now she retired and she just be on Twitter posting her Amazon wish list and shit.
Some random out there still buying, I'm sure.
No, they are. Like, she'll be like, I need a flat screen of this.
I'm sure.
Cash app. And she gets it, yeah. Or she'll be doing like the little live webcams or whatever. But yeah, I just feel like not J5, Cherokee, them tattoos just made her look like, ooh, what you doing? What you doing, baby? Yeah. I don't know. But why am I still laughing about the wet?
Listen, I've been like, hold on, let's wipe some of this away because this is the problem. It's getting to be a bit much, sir. And I don't feel it. I don't feel it no more.
It do be like that. So so another thing that I was recently talking about, I don't know, this must be my ratchet week. Maybe because the stars are aligning Jesus for me, and that's where my mind has been. But I was talking to somebody else about like talking in bed. Like, I think that because we were just talking about it in porn, like I enjoy affirmations, a good shit talk, moaning, but I don't need a complete narration of the act.
No.
Like,
also, don't ask me a
baby,
question.
I like it when you do that. Put your leg right there.
That would
you like this
all the way off.
Fuck up.
Don't ask me questions. Don't ask me questions when my mouth's full. Do not ask me questions like, is it your pussy? Because I'm really not trying to
I'm not trying to lie to you, number one.
I'm not going to say yeah. I know me. I'm not going to say yes. I have not been that much into the dick where I'm like, yeah, I might chuckle. And I don't know if people will receive that well, but I like to have fun. I think you can laugh in bed, but like, do not Like, I've had somebody be ridiculous, and I'm like, hey, nah, don't do this. I remember this one guy, like, me and him, we had sex for years, like, off and on, but one time he, like, stood on the bed to get hit, and he's, like, short, and I was just like, what are you doing? Like, why? He stood in the middle of the bed, like, and had his hands on his hip like Superman, and I was like, my nigga. I said, I'm not doing it like that. I said, lay your ass down, okay? Because this looks, I feel stupid. This looks stupid. You look dumb. I don't want to do it. So, yeah, I just, don't talk too much to me. I don't want it.
I'm trying to think of the dumbest thing. I think the dumbest thing ever. It wasn't what somebody did. It was in this whole thing about dirty talk. And he was like, he was like, oh, you feel so good, baby. And I'm like, because he was like, yeah, you feel like a sandwich.
Bye. No.
That might have been the pussy was so good he didn't even know what to say.
He was like, you know what it is? I'm about to get real. I'm about to give him a pass. Because you know how when you're about to come or it's real good, your mouth salivates, like, you know, your mouth gets real watery. And he might have gotten that hungry, like it was that good, and all he could think, maybe he thought about his sandwich to not come, and I'm reaching for him because that is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, you got strong arms in this bitch.
And that's because I don't want y'all to be talking about like we be man bashing or whatever, and y'all can't be vocal about how you feel. But like, don't tell nobody they feel like a sandwich. All right?
I was like,
what kind of sandwich? Like, is it premium? Is it a fucking fried bologna sandwich? Like, what the fuck, guy?
Is it a Reuben?
Yeah. Is it panini? Is it like a nice pressed panini with like mozzarella?
Should it be a panini? That's nice and warm and gooey.
With a mozzarella? Like, is it aged cheese? Like, don't do this. A fucking sandwich? Like, how do you respond to that? And that's the shit. Like, don't expect me to respond to foolishness while you're inside of me, because I can ruin it for all of us.
I'm literally wiping tears away.
Like, I just rather not say anything because this could fuck it up for everybody.
And I always try to remember because it's stuck with me. Like, I think I went limp. Like, just hurry up.
Yeah, like, my pussy might dry out a little bit because you just said I felt like a fucking sandwich.
I like the bread.
Like, I'm confused.
Now you have a toasted sandwich.
Right. Listen, don't say no dumb shit to me because I might just like do a Kegel to hurry you up. Like, listen, don't.
Oh my God, I've totally done that before.
For real, like, sometimes you gotta clamp down on them. Like, okay,
squeeze.
That's enough of you and your foolishness.
I am so sorry.
No, I'm too tickled. I'm stupid. I'm sorry, y'all.
You said what kind of sandwich?
No, I
kid you not.
I
like,
think that's my brain would go like sandwich, like, and whatever first sandwich comes into my mind, I'm gonna think like that is me now. That's me in this moment to you.
And I generally say, you're not even joking because I generally say that because I don't eat sandwiches often. So I always be like, that nigga said.
Like, God, like, are you like? Do I even know how you feel about sandwiches? Like, I don't know. Do you really like them? Like, why is this?
I'll have to put my whole card all the way out there. I don't even really know his last name, so I don't even know what kind of.
And then sandwich. Like, yeah, guy, you want me to feel good about that? I can't. I'm sorry.
That's so
sometimes. Yeah, I think. I'm trying to think, but yeah, sometimes guys say really dumb things, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Just put your two fingers.
Well, that's what you can do. Put your finger in his mouth. Listen, just
like, don't say that.
Just write this and hush.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't had that either. I haven't had any craziness and unfortunate talkers. It's been.
Man, they make for good stories and laughs for podcasts.
Listen, absolutely, because I've been side eyeing guys like, don't do this to me. Don't turn me off.
Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed.
I know that hour went by so fast.
It always goes so fast.
Oh gosh.
It's been a whole hour.
I just look like, oh, yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
We did that.
I'm like, Adrian, I hope we got to the majority of what you wanted to ask us, because it is definitely over an hour.
As long as we got good laughs like this, I am okay.
Fucking sandwich.
Listen, I was laughing on the inside, y'all. My brain is smushed these days, so I was with you.
Maybe we should say that to somebody and see how he likes it. Like,
I'm gonna try this week.
Oh goodness! No, don't do it with the boo. That just we gotta let the first time go well. Okay, report it back.
I'll have to send this immediately as I'm driving home. Like text.
Oh, right. Like, what's your favorite sandwich, dog?
For context.
Is it a panini, nigga?
I wouldn't want a panini, pussy.
I think so.
I feel like that's a respectable sandwich to pussy correlation.
So it'll be like a
gooey.
It's gooey and warm.
Tight. You know, they're tight. They're tight sandwiches.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody likes a panini.
Yeah, like who doesn't? Like, I wouldn't want to be a pita. That should be all falling out and dry and shit.
And, you know, like, I don't want to be like a Italian hoagie because that makes me think of all the foods.
Oh gosh.
I don't want to be a hoagie.
No. Don't want to be a roast beef sandwich.
No roast beef.
Exactly.
Maybe a BLT. That's classic and will never go out of style.
Mm-hmm. Low crunchy though.
No crunchy. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my God! Before we go, when you just said crunch, somebody called. Let me see if I can find this tweet. They were talking. Somebody had tweeted like, "Do you would you ever?" No, how do you prefer your women? Like, do you prefer them waxed or clean shaven or something like that? And the person wrote back, damn it, they deleted the tweet. Fuck.
Oh, no.
But they wrote back something like, I've been eating pussy since 1994. A little hair brownie ain't never stopped me.
That sounds so disgusting though. Oh.
And so the person retweeted it and they were like, hair brownie. And I was like, oh my God, LMAO. It was the first thing I saw when I went on Twitter this afternoon.
That's hilarious. People are so ridiculous.
Listen, Twitter is the best free entertainment ever. I miss being able to spend more time there. Listen, Black people are so creative. Black Twitter. Let's clarify if any of the readers are other. Black Twitter is lit.
We will never be outdone. Oh my God. So, all right, ladies, thank y'all, because we got to end on this note. I don't even know where we go from here.
Another one of these, though, because it's been a while. Next time, though, I am going to have a cocktail, or we need to record on a weekend, so my brain can be with it.
That is fair enough. So, thank you, ladies, for coming on.
No, thanks for having us.
All right, thank you to Chrissy and Shika for dropping in on the podcast this week. We totally went off the rails there at the end, but it was so fucking funny. I mean, paninis and roast beef and pussy, oh my. But if you enjoyed this episode, I encourage you to listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, or any other app that you listen to all your podcasts on. Don't forget to leave a review too. Make sure your nickname is there in Apple Podcasts. You might just hear your review on the next episode. Follow us on all social media. Share the episode with those you love. Though you don't love, people you fucking hate. And don't make those pretty images for nothing. So have a dope ass week. Thank you for listening. Until next time.